we'll be giving you guys a date on when we're actually going to start it off.
The charity stream was great. Do you plan on doing more events like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Absolutely.
think they can't hear the question, right?
The charity stream was great. Do you plan on doing more events like that? Absolutely. We like whenever we get an opportunity to do the charity events, that was a really good opportunity that came to us, and we were super excited about it. It's for a good cause, and we're like, let's do it. And we are totally down to keep doing stuff like that.
As far as dates are concerned, we have 3. We plan on doing at least one charity event every 3 months is our plan right now. It's subject to change, but that's our goal at OTK.
Okay. Also, Sinek, they can't hear you now.
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Let's see. Where was I at? Knives231 asks, can we see more of Mitch Jones? He's handsome.
Aww.
Don't look at me, man. What the fuck?
We'll see what happens.
Let me speak on this real quick because I'm the one that's mostly looking at the chat, making sure we're going to the proper feeds. I will say that whenever Mitch comes on, the chat loves it. The viewer count goes up. Everybody has a good time. People spam that's what's up. Mitch Jones, Pog, OTK Jones, all that good stuff. So can we get some hearts in the chat for Mitch, who's been coming down here, hanging out with us, putting on some good content for all of us, and just being an overall chill, dope dude. We appreciate you coming down, Mitch, and honestly, it's always a blast. And whenever you're down, dude, anytime.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to do all that. We're just chilling. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
No problem, dude. It's all good.
Yeah.
Are there going to be more funny IRL streams like the wrestling one?
Nope.
No, we
No, we're
decided
not.
that we did one funny one, so the next one we're gonna do is gonna be depressing.
Yeah. Well, we should actually. That's
I'm gonna open it up crying in a bathtub, and then I'm gonna go to McDonald's and then buy a hamburger and eat it on the floor and then fall asleep.
Yeah.
Didn't David Hasselhoff already do that?
I don't
he did
know.
a SpongeBob movie
He took the idea from me.
to get the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Caraxis asks, will OTK be bringing on general content creators like Miz as just members?
No. Just me. I feel like I'm enough content to really just run the org. I don't really think we need anyone else. I feel like we're fine.
We can't afford to pay anybody else.
General content creator.
So I think we're good to go. And I think the only other content creator we're really looking at right now is either Sakuno or Corpse. I feel like are the two top tiers.
I think the only person that we would sign is PewDiePie. And if we don't, then I wouldn't expect us to sign anybody else before him.
Dur Nishi asks, did you guys expect the world's first race to go the way it's going right now?
For me, I didn't expect it to start the way it started, but in some ways, yes. Like seeing Limit in the lead is not really surprising because they won the last race.
But doesn't know.
Echo being old Method has recovered really well, but also Method being new Method has put together a very, very, very impressive showing, which was not quite as expected. So
I was in charge
yeah,
of the
in some way
production
at
of
the
Nova
top end,
6,
yes, but a little bit below that, not so much.
Do you have a pet the Asmon emote?
No.
Can you add a pet the Asmon emote with that?
If somebody makes a good one, yes.
Also,
All right, chat. Make a good pet the Asmon emote for that.
As a follow-up to that, are you surprised to see Method in the running at 7 out of 10? Do you think they're a real contender for the next tier or even this race?
I'm surprised. I mean, and
I'm impressed.
I would say impressed is probably a better word than surprised. Because I mean, they got a good crew over there, right? And they got some good players, and they lost a lot of good players with them moving and splitting off into Echo. But they kept some guys. They merged with another very good guild, and I would say impressed is a better word.
Their core guild got top 10 last year. So like they brought on a core of another guild, the officer core. They got top 10 last year. They're definitely no slouches at all on that team. And then they kind of added in SCO and then rebuilt some other people from the community, right? So I think the biggest question is, are the new people going to be able to keep up at the pace that core is keeping up at? And if they can, I definitely expect them to stay in the top 10 at the very least.
Mousy575 asks, I have no idea who y'all are. Can you introduce yourselves?
Sup, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold.
Yo, what's up? It's me. My name is Rich Campbell. I am the one. I have to sit next to Asmon at all times. Here I am, and that's pretty much it. So I sit next to Asmon and I open Pokemon cards. Thank you.
Well, I think these people don't know at all who we are. Can you introduce the org?
Got you. All right, guys, we are OTK, aka One True King. We're a new organization. We just launched 2 months ago on October 11th. Our goal as friends is to come together and make exciting and fun content for you guys to watch. We want to push the envelope on what type of content comes to Twitch. We want to put on some awesome shows, awesome events, cool stuff like we're doing right now with the Race the World First, and much further beyond. And also, we want to shave Mizkif's disgusting head. This is Rich Campbell. He can introduce himself in a little bit. This is SFan TV. He can introduce himself. This is Mitch Jones, our good friend. And yeah, we're basically just looking to put on some exciting, really, really cool stuff. We all live together, not together in the same house, but we all live in Texas. And we decided to come together.
We're pretty much an org that we are friends. We made an org, and now we do stuff because we want to grow each other, and that's it. And then Asmon likes the org a lot because he can leave his stream and people just take over, and he can go get food.
Usually, I
and he
still
can
have
get
to
all the credit for it. It's great.
Yeah, usually I have to be there reacting to them, but this is like a whole nother level. I just basically play the live video and leave.
This is what Greek calls tier 4 leeching. It's when you get other people to stream for you.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah. So we're very excited, and we hope you guys have been enjoying the content so far. We put on some awesome holiday events. We put on a massive fundraising stream, some Pokemon unboxings, and now the Race to World First, and hopefully a lot more to come.
Someone asked, is Nick announced he's an OTK?
Nick said OTK.
Yeah, Nick. I actually announced it. I showed it on my calendar, and people found out. And then we tried changing the date, and then you guys still found out. But yeah, Nick has been announced for what, a month?
Yeah, he's been an OTK for like a month, dude.
Like 2
Even
months.
longer. Yeah. Didn't we announce NMP joining like a week in?
2 weeks, I think.
And the reason why Nick's not here is because he's in
Norway, Andy, dude.
Norway.
He's in
with
Norway with his girlfriend.
girlfriend.
She made him go there for Christmas.
Aw.
What a simp!
Oh, look at that, dude.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what did we do before we announced that? We did the cooking stream on SFan stream. Did we do anything after that before announcing NMP?
I don't think so. I think that was.
We did the S-Fan cooking stream.
Yeah, no. After the SFan cooking stream, was it SFan cooking stream?
I
then
think,
NMP?
yeah, I think so.
That NMP stream was really good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
So essentially what we're trying to do is we try to make content with each other, so that way we can grow with each other, right? Because I think one thing that I don't really know any other orgs that really do this is they do content with each other.
We feel like there's a lot of orgs that like they're maybe an esports centric org. They got their teams. They do this. They do that. But like as far as being more of like a content production group, there's not a whole lot of crossover, right? Like you have people from like different realms, and it's like, okay, this guy competes in this, competes in that. Our org is less esports and more about making good content for people to consume using us as a group, right? A little bit more like that.
Yeah, what SFan says is 100% it. Like, I think most orgs are esports orgs, right? And that's super cool. They have a lot of teams. We have one team, and that team competes in the AWC. It's made up of Trill, Sam IM, Mez, and Sea-Doo. But besides that, we don't really have any focus on getting more esports teams. We just want to make sure that one has everything that it needs. Besides that, like SFan says, the org is just a conduit for us to do bigger events that we wouldn't be able to do by ourselves.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I asked this, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Does OTK have a plan for Italy Arena team to BlizzCon this year?
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yes,
We just didn't want to. We don't want to go and say what the plan is, because then that would ruin the surprise, right?
Well, we're gonna go to Disneyland and then we're gonna go to the moon.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Moon.
I actually really do
Leaked.
want to go to the moon.
There's cheese there.
Yep, and I think.
God, why do I keep getting kill confirmed? I don't understand. What's the domination?
Kill confirmed. Assume all contacts are hostile. Pulling ahead.
Oh my god, I can't see He's up top.
We're losing.
Bitch. Bro, come on. We just got a team of snipers.
Semtex out.
God damn it.
Throwing stun.
It's not true.
Fucker.
Oh, you bitches are lucky.
Semtex out. Stun grenade out. Stun grenade out.
Kill.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Throwing grenade.
One in there.
God damn it!
Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
Cocksucker.
Tango down.
Yeah, bitch.
Bro, come
Oh, you
on.
Semtex.
Yeah. Bruh.
Oh, you dude, this thing needs to go off.
Semtex out. Throwing stun.
my god, this thing melts so hard. You gotta get the right shit on it, bro. This thing was dumb.
Throwing stun.
Oh.
Come on, we've almost got this.
Sniper.
Yo. Fucking faggot. What's up with this fucking lag, dude?
You did the work of a
Let's
nation.
go, dude. Let's go.
That's it. They are done.
Vengeance is mine.
Bro, that's a shit ass fucking scope.
That was the best play.
That full game. That has to
Trial? What the fuck is a trial?
Team deathmatch.
Let's go.
Continue the liberation. We're fully ahead. Taking control.
Drop them.
TACOM. Targets requesting spy plane.
Frag.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Deploy.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
RCXD available.
TACOM. Targets requesting spy plane.
Fire. Friendly target. Semtex.
Spy plane available for tasking.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound. Winning this. DGI, we are running out of time.
Sentry turret ready to deploy.
Yo, goddamn! Come on, bro. Bro, I'm so laggy.
Let the cowards run.
Proximity
The
mine
day is ours.
Patria o muerte. Enemy deleted.
That was shit.
And this is how we die.
Wait, that's us. With the Jackbox Party Pack 7. Dad socks, catgum, toddlers with adult faces.
Let's make some weird memories with Quiplash 3, part of the Jackbox Party Pack 7.
Well, that's
Nice.
crazy.
On screen, just looks stupid.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, S-Fan, I'm sure you heard the...
Unless it's totally separate from the League universe. But I also think that it's not going to draw much attention if it's not attached to League, so now I'm confused.
Wait, was Valorant in the League universe?
Oh, actually, Valorant sucked. No, Valorant was not in the League universe.
I mean, I'm gonna keep 100p. Riot has money to burn.
Yeah, and they're going to burn a lot of it making an MMO.
I
I'll
mean,
tell you
here's
that
the
much.
thing: they probably have, aside from Microsoft's Minecraft, maybe even more. They probably have the largest pool of players from like AAA Western studios, and with the money, the bankroll that they got, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been excited about an MMO project in a long time. There's been some blips on the radar here and there recently. There's Ashes of Creation, Hot Shop's working on an MMO, a couple other studios as well. But to hear that Riot is coming out and they're freaking busting out the dong and slapping it on the table and say, hey, we're taking a crack at this, I'm very excited.
I hope
Even
it's
though
good.
It's probably a long ways away. I'm very excited.
I hope it's good. I'm just not getting ahead of myself, because like most people, I'm very non-optimistic about a lot of MMOs because there hasn't really been a very, very good MMO in a long time. As far as the new release goes, that's not entirely true, but for me, a good MMO for me, because Final Fantasy XIV has been overwhelmingly successful, but it just wasn't for me. And you could probably say the same thing about Elder Scrolls Online. But for the most part, there doesn't seem to be an MMO that really piques my interest. Now there's wow, I'm drawing a blank. What's the other one?
New World.
No, not New World. That's gonna suck. Ashes of Creation, but I'm thinking of the other one, Pantheon. Both of those are like the two that have a lot of hype. I think Ashes I have a little bit more interest in Ashes over Pantheon, but even then, I think I don't know. We'll see. Probably the best MMO on the horizon is probably going to be Ashes, and we'll see with Riot's MMO. I hope it's good.
New World was fun.
Yeah, I had fun with New World.
I did not like it at all.
I think that was the reason it was fun, though, because it's like the game just kind of knew what it was, and it's focusing up on that, and it's a completely different game, right? Like, I went out and I chopped trees, and it was fun. Found random stuff in the world, and it was fun. Some of the combat was a little bit janky, and they've already nerfed a lot of the stuff that was completely broken. But one thing that I will say with the new potential League Universe MMORPG, it's so early. First of all, Ghostcrawler. He's going to be leading up the project, which is sick.
Ghostcrawler.
But the tweet literally said, we're hiring. So it's one of those things where who knows where it's at in development. It could not come out for like 8 years.
He
so
actually
who knows?
he had a follow-up tweet today that like literally was like, yo, we're just like a couple of people and we are in the earliest of early stages.
Yeah.
But I'd say one of the most promising things, and it actually harkens back to the first conversation I ever had with you, Zach. One of the craziest things about that tweet was the amount of likes it had. Ghostcrawler, he's a known guy in the gaming space for the most part. People know who he is. But holy crap, his tweet had like 80,000, 90,000 likes. When's the last time
that
you
blew my
tweet like
mind.
that blow up so much? I think it shows the demand of a new MMO. One thing Zach told me the first time we ever talked, it was on an interview we did together. He said that the MMORPG fan base is not gone, it's waiting. And I feel like every time a new MMO comes out, we see this massive insurgence of players just try it and then dump it because it's bad. But that player base is there, and they're waiting for the next, World of Warcraft, the next big thing to shake up the market. And they're still there, if that tweet is any indication. So I'm curious from Zach, how do you feel about the Riot MMO and the future of the genre in general?
I said, don't play games with me, Greg, on Twitter, and a few minutes ago he actually responded back to me. So I'm excited, obviously, about the idea of it. I mean, I think they did a pretty good job with Valorant. I think Valorant's a good game. Is it going to be like a WoW killer, or is it going to replace WoW? I don't think anything can really replace WoW, at least for me personally. But I think it'll be a fun distraction if it turns out to be a good game. And that's really all I can hope for.
Yeah, I think the other thing, too, is you don't really need a WoW killer. No, because a WoW killer, there is already WoW, right? Nobody wants another WoW. WoW already exists. If the game fills its own role, that's when it has the real potential to be a lot of fun. That's why New World, I think, was cool, because you spent a lot of time doing things that were unlike what you would do in WoW. And that's why, I've been playing a bunch of old school RuneScape recently. Asmon and I did like a sponsored stream with them not that long ago, and I kept playing because I was having so much fun. It's nothing like WoW.
What draws you to games that you love? Like, what specific item do you look for in a game that you want to play and that you enjoy?
A really big two-handed sword.
Yeah, that's always nice. For me, I want to. Well, here's my thing. I want to play a game that I can invest time into, effort into, and I feel rewarded. I feel like a sense of accomplishment after doing the things that I do. I don't want to do. I don't really like playing games where I feel like I'm doing something that everybody else is doing. I'm doing something and it's just like I'm doing chores, right? That's the thing that a lot of people know that I like to play classic WoW. one of the things that I really liked about Classic WoW is there's not a lot of people with things like Grand Marshal. There's not a lot of people with things like Scarab Lord title, right? These are it's not an actual title, but you know what I mean. These are things that in current MMOs you don't really see a lot of. I also like systems that feel good, right? Like I want to be rewarded and work towards something and be able to develop my character, build my character in a certain way, right? Like I like doing this. I like right now in Retail WoW how the Paladin class plays. I like it a lot, actually. I like how I have different abilities that combo and fit well with certain other abilities, and I can choose to play my character that way with execution centers, with final reckoning, stuff like that. Or if I want to, I can change my talents around and play the class really in a completely different way, which I usually do in PvE. So that's a very short answer, because that's actually like a totally loaded question.
Yeah. I feel like for you, I've always been curious to ask you this, and I just never have, because it never randomly came up. But I feel like for you, how important is story for you? Because I feel like
I'm actually not a big story guy.
I feel like you make stories in a lot of games, though. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Like when you play Madden, like you've made stories, and like even sometimes like with WoW, it's like it's about that journey that I feel like you tell, and I've always wondered how much that matters.
To me, it's about like my story.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I'm not a huge like lore guy in WoW. Like I like some of it, like the story, the Ashbringer and stuff. It's amazing. I love it. But I'm not a huge lore guy in WoW. But I like playing like other games. I think story is good in a lot of other games that I like to play. I like playing like Ocarina of Time. I love the story in Ocarina of Time. Like you brought up Madden as an example. I like games that are totally open-ended and they don't tell you the story, and I can make the story for myself and share that with stream, and chat loves it, right? I think part of the reason why my Madden streams actually grew, oddly enough, was because, well, two things, right? One is because I would make stories and I would like RP Madden. I turned football into an RPG with my Madden streams, and then opening the tables obviously helps. So
yeah, that was why I kind of asked about that, because like I watched your Madden streams and I don't care about football at all, but I was just like, yeah, Josh Allen by like the end of the stream. Like I feel like you kind of did create a lot of stories, which is really cool. And I feel like it's like a different way to approach games. For me, I feel like I really like grinding. Like I'm a really grindy game player, even more so than maybe like Asmon. Like I feel like Asmon likes loot, but like I'll sit there and I'll skill all day in RuneScape and I'll love it, you know. And, and like I'll play like people make fun of me for it, but like Genshin Impact, like I just like leveling stuff, and that game has a lot of different things to level. So anytime anytime I can level stuff, that's all I can. Dude, funny story with that.
But do you like unleveling your bank account?
Yeah, true. I do like unleveling my bank account too. But no, I'll never forget.
TK one.
Dude, we were doing the we were working. Tips and I were working all night, like every night, setting up stuff for OTK. And I would get up every now and then and be like, yo, I gotta dump my resin. I was talking about original resin in Genshin Impact, and Tips thought I was doing something else for like 2 weeks straight until I explained it.
Dude, I had no. I was like, dump his resin? Is that a, you know? And he'd go to the bathroom, dude, and I'd just be like, all right.
I wasn't going to the bathroom. I was going to the garage.
Is that what the kids are saying nowadays? I don't know.
I was playing Genshin Impact in S-Fan's gym.
Yeah, let me dump my resin on your face real quick. No, but Rich is a grinder for sure. He's a grinder. What about you, Miz? Are you a grinder? What do you do?
No. I don't grind.
What type of games do you play?
Dude, have you ever played any roguelikes, Miz?
Have I?
Like Dead Cells?
No. I'll play whatever's colorful and simplistic for chat, like Bugsnax, Mario, Bugsnax 2. I don't really have a big palette of games that I really
basically the fewer buttons to press, the better.
Yeah, fewer buttons and more easy to follow equals good game for Miz. Like I just don't like games that are difficult to understand. Stories are too hard. I hate story games. That's why Mario 64 is one of my favorite games of all time. What's the story? You get the girl and you can save her with Bowser. It's just easy. I don't like to try to figure out lores or stories or stuff like that. If I want to, I can go on YouTube and look up some YouTube iceberg of Mario 64 stuff that just is complete bullshit. But I like if you really like lore, but I don't like caring about actual lore or characters or stuff like that because it's just not me. It's not. I just don't care. But I also don't like grindy games. I hate grindy games.
Still on the topic of games, and then we brought up MMOs earlier. what upcoming MMOs are you going to try out? Are you going to try out New World and Ashes of Creation, things like that?
I think we kind of answered that a little bit, but I mean, not true. I don't think New World's gonna be particularly good, but I'll probably try it out again. We'll see.
I'm gonna play all of them.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually really excited for New World, and I wasn't at all going into it. I was very pleasantly surprised by New World, so I'm looking forward to that one. Ashes of Creation. Have any of us tested it yet?
No, they're doing the closed alpha for a while, but the
Yeah.
first non-NDA alpha is in like March or April or something like that.
Yeah, March, I think. Yeah.
So like a lot of questions around that one as well. Like who knows until you actually try. I think a lot of the systems, if like you put a game design hat on, they're interesting, and you're like, oh wow, a node system. If there are too many people, is it going to change too fast, or are you going to feel like you're missing out on the different events that are going on? If there aren't enough people, is it